a few months ago. So I was a seaman. I was discharged. Uncle Sam discharged some seamen, and that's a little bit about me. Now we got that stuff out of the way. But anyway, I like to do impersonations sometimes. One of the ones I like to do is George Bush. Actually, before I do that, Christopher Walken's one of my favorites. If you ever heard Christopher Walken talk, he has kind of his own distinct way of talking. It's like Christopher Walken English. There's English, bad English, Shakespearean English, and then there's Christopher Walken English. Like, he'll start the sentence off with a song lyric and then end with a biblical quote. It'd be like, Mary had a little lamb who was crucified under Pontius Pilate. And I don't know if anyone saw him recite the lyrics from Poker Face, but has anyone seen that video on YouTube?
Yeah!
Yeah, it's like the coolest thing ever. I wish he would just start a YouTube video where he just does song lyrics from a whole bunch of other songs. Like, I'd really love to hear Flowrider, like, Shorty had apple bottom jeans, loops with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Did it again, and Shorty got low, but not as low as the Mariana Trench, Jim Cameron filming Avatar sequel down there. It's real seaweedy type deal. Yeah. But anyway, I'm a big fan of Bobby Lee, Uh-oh, hot dog. Yeah, Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No one over there.
I know, I got Stevie Wonder syndrome. Anyway, one of the things George Bush, he's pretty easy to impersonate. I always like hearing his address because he uses the wrong words in a sentence. He'd be like, our economy's suffering from erectile dysfunction. And I had this weird dream one time that he was a Latin professor. Like, he was teaching Latin at, like, UCLA or something. And he was like, as you might know, enemy is derived from the Latin word enema. It means to penetrate aggressively. You're probably surprised to know what derived means. You just put a D in front of arrived and you're good. To be or not to be, it's a question. I don't have an answer, but Laura does. She's a librarian, fuck. But has anyone in here worked retail? I tell you, man, they need to do a show like The Office and just call it retail, because, man, I've worked the holidays and it fucking sucks. I had this one regular, she's like a little Asian lady, and, I tell you, you don't need Rosetta Stone working at, retail, because you get people from all different nationalities and they all walk in there. And you can just, like, learn the languages. So I had this old Asian lady, she was like, Miss Swan, she's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm like, all right, so what do you speak? Annyeong, konnichiwa, ni hao. And she's like, oh, ni hao, all right, fool, you're Chinese. So that's how you can determine it when you work retail. But yeah, that's one thing, too. And also, too, in Portland,